This is Charlie giving you Wednesday's update. Hope you're well. I've been asked a question about the Dow and the S&P, and could I give my thoughts on those? And so I thought I'd just do a very quick couple of minutes on these couple of markets here, because it was a while ago, maybe I don't know, a couple of months or so back. I said, well, actually, I'm putting my pension money into cash. Could go a little bit higher, but I don't really care about that. I felt that it was a reasonable level with where to go into cash. So at that point, let's go back to like a daily chart here. It was probably back over here. So was it September, or where it was over here in August? Anyway, I can't remember exactly where I tweeted it without checking my Twitter feed. But anyway, felt quite comfortable at holding that. We've gone up a little bit higher, and looks like we would still go a bit higher yet. But in the relative scheme of things, it's only a few percent here and there. So I'm not actually, as it turns out, I'm not actually looking for a big correction at this stage. So I'm getting people saying, "Oh, when's it coming?" or whatever, and I don't. The market is telling me that, at the moment, at least anyway, that it's running higher, and so it's making higher highs, higher lows. Let's go back out to the higher time frame. So I've got a quarterly chart here. This is the Dow Jones to start off with, and on the quarterly chart, just making a terrific run here. And then likewise back to the monthly charts. So I thought this year was going to be the year where we were going to see a bit more of a correction coming into the latter part of this year, but it's not. I can see that it's not going to happen. So in fact, what I would see is any short-term pullback would when I say short term, I'm looking over a period of the next several months, maybe into next year. If it does a pullback at some point, which it will do at some point, I will then look for that to go back up and then make a final high, like a final retest, like a double top type thing. So I'm not actually bearish on these markets at the moment. I'm bullish again now. I've turned bullish. I'm not bothered about my pension funds at the moment. So what I'll be looking for is pullback, and then a retest of some kind, making a higher high, something like that. And that's when I'll start looking at it to see if it's showing signs of exhaustion at that point. So at this stage, it could pull back anytime it wants to. It just keeps on marching higher on the daily charts here. If I take us to the S&P is not quite as pronounced as the Dow, but anyway, it's still going higher. So they could still go higher. Not fussed about as and when they do a pullback. But what I'm talking about here is that monthly chart. So if we go back out to the monthly charts, I'm looking at something going well into next year before being of something of real interest to me. So at this stage, I'm bullish, but at some point next year I'll turn bearish overall again, where I'll actually be wanting to short. For now, though, I'm quite enjoying watching how well these markets are doing. I'll leave that with you. Catch you on Friday for live trading.